I immediately fucking coughed.
It's fine. Everything's okay.
Yeah. What is the video game? Longest journey. Play. You've played for 13 hours. Do you recommend this game to other users?
Christ.
Oh no. It moved the video. I accidentally moved the video game.
Yes, vote, contribute. So much. Please. Please.
I don't know if you were here when I was explaining what the hem challenge is. For my 6-month anniversary for affiliate, like streaming like an adult, I'm gonna let you guys pick a game that I hate to make me play. It's looking like it's gonna be a MOBA. I might do like multiple things for the stream. Discord.
Oh, I'm very excited. If it's a MOBA, because I mean, like, we could make you play Dota, and that's a game you do hate. That a few of us play.
You just have to be prepared for me to like rip whatever you choose to shreds, you know?
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, and please keep in mind that Dota matches are so fucking long, but
well, we wouldn't make you play an actual game.
Okay.
We'd probably have you play the tutorial. Because they have an actual good tutorial now that actually kind of explains the game.
All my fucking save screens that are mostly black bars.
Yeah.
This is such a good functioning video game. Thank you, Valve, creators of Steam.
Okay, time for me to space out for the next 40 minutes.
You gotta help me with this quiz, bud. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna ask Saina for the story. And then I'm gonna get up and pour my drink while I listen, and then hopefully we retain enough information that when we talk to Saina's dad, we remember the story.
Why don't you go to school? Because they say I would just distract. And my mom is working on her pottery at home. But the day after tomorrow, I get to go back to school. Because that
okay.
I bet. Yes, they're very good to have when you fly.
Bye-bye, Saina.
Wings are really good to have when you fly. Oh, wait a second. I can't.
Okay, so don't panic. I just looked this up because I was making sure. Everything we hear is in the dialogue notes, so we can read over it.
Oh, okay.
Double check.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh my god. So many conversations. Jesus. Yeah. Okay, let me get my tea. Why can't I ask her to say it again? She's a child. She'll tell me a story twice.
Would you rather listen to dialogue or skim over dialogue? That's the question, Em. Do you want to hear her say the same story 5 times so we can retain it into our little monkey brains, or do you want to just have her say it once and then skim over it later?
I don't know. I don't know.
I love all of the weird pictures of lips.
Yeah.
That are in this book.
Okay, when we talk about the Tale of Stars, it's a really pretty story. Okay, in the small village of Jinjae, near the rumbling hills of Uyen, There lived a girl named Mona. She was curious. Go play somewhere else, they would say to Mona. She wanted to be like the grown-ups. Okay, I remember the very beginning. Wait a second. She hears 5 spirits. Hi ghost!
Hi, Ghost! I love you!
One of them says, "You've let your curiosity lead you astray." Another says, "You are lost, and you deserve to be lost."
Yep. I mean,
Poor
half
little
of them
girl.
have to be, you know.
We'll lead you back to your village and to your mother only if you promise us one thing. You will make the story of this night into your own tale, and you will call it the Tale of Stars. It will be a tale to warn the curious to be careful and to remind the elation that the spirits of their tellers watch out for them when they most need it.
Okay, hopefully we can, remember that. Also, reminder, everyone, use your points in the community challenge, please. And thank you.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, but it means something, you know?
Hi, Wisp.
Halt! Who would visit the teller?
Let me visit the teller.
Are you ready for
Yes, ask me the
Yes,
questions.
ask me the questions.
In the Tale of Winds, which
Oh,
mountain did
I
Iwan
probably
fall
need to
from
talk to other
in her
people.
vain attempt to fly
Yeah.
higher and further than anyone else?
Can I just guess?
Mount
Oh.
Kilimanjaro!
Mount Kilimanjaro?
That is wrong. Pay attention.
Oh, so we don't actually have to pay attention. It'll just give us the third fantasy option. That's obviously the
Yeah.
right answer. Cool. I was like stressing out. I was like, oh god, there's all these names and all these things. And
Yeah,
holy
I was
shit.
like, he's gonna ask me what she was chasing after or whatever.
Yeah.
This pterodactyl
Be
lady
careful, don't
has
come too close. I'm almost done with this pot.
her whole titties out.
Sorry. Are you here to buy pottery? I didn't think
she's
traders were allowed up here.
flourishing.
No, I came to speak with your teller. Really? I didn't know the teller spoke with anyone from the outside. You must be a very special girl. Supposedly. My name's April, by the way. Nima
These
is my
pterodactyls have
name.
very
Nima
beautiful
Ptolemy.
voices.
The only elation village
They
on
do.
Elise.
They probably actually sound really
Do
scary.
you know one of the 4 tales of wind, stars, sea, and homecoming?
But
I had
you
to
know
learn
the
the tale of
magic
homecoming.
thing.
It took a long
Ghost
time.
got a free
I
hem
think I'm hooked now.
cringe.
I'm better with pottery than I am with tales, unfortunately. Do you want to hear?
I'm really proud of it, to be honest.
This is the
It's
tale
really
of homecoming,
good.
my tale, and I shall tell it in my own words, as told to me by my teacher, in her words, and by her teacher in turn.
Morning, Seth.
Moran was a handsome young
morning.
elation man with strong wings and a hardy beak. He lived below the white cliffs, where the water was salty and the fish plentiful.
Sorry, I'm paying too much
Moran
attention to
was
this
betrothed
story.
to Inara, the loveliest girl there ever was. She was fair and slender and tall, and her eyes were the clearest shade of blue. But Moran was hesitant to enter into union with
Okay.
Inara.
2 sexy birds. I got it.
Children. He would always come up with a new excuse for why they had to wait a little while longer. Now, Inara was skilled at pottery, but even more so with stories, and the teller of the village had many times asked Inara to be her apprentice, to learn all the tales, so that someday she could take over as the teller. But Inara refused, knowing that if she did accept the teller's offer, she would never be able to marry Moran, because a teller cannot have a husband nor children of her own. Her refusal to become the teller's apprentice was unheard of, because who could refuse such an honor? But to Inara, love was more important. Her love for Moran was beyond honor, beyond reason. But despite Inara's love, Moran was still hesitant. And then one day he told Inara, "I am traveling on a pilgrimage to the far shores. I will be gone for some time, and while I am traveling, and in accordance with our traditions, I will be freed from our betrothal. Not until I come back will the bond between us be renewed." It was not unusual for a young Elatian man at that time to go on a pilgrimage, and the bond between the betrothed would often be cut while he was away, to be formed again upon his return. But Inara was heartbroken, because she had thought that Moran would soon want to marry her. When Moran saw her tears, he said to her, "Do not weep. When I come back, I promise I will marry you. Just wait for me, and stay with your pots, to make the time pass quickly." And then Moran left on his pilgrimage to
If
the
this
far
bitch
shores.
dies, I'm gonna be so mad.
Many years went by, and Moran had exciting adventures on the far shores. But by and by, he began to long for home, and for Inara. And now he had finally realized that he loved her, and that he wanted to marry her. But when he returned, he could not find Inara amongst the pot makers. He went to visit her family, and they told him that, after waiting for many years, Inara accepted the teller's offer of apprenticeship. And that when the teller left on the last wind during the previous winter, Inara herself became the new teller. Angry, Moran made his way to the teller's nest, and when he saw Inara, he said to her, "You promised me you would wait." But Inara did not say a single word in answer. She just turned around and lifted something wrapped in leaves from the cot behind her and gave it to Moran. Moran unwrapped the package, and inside he found an old pot, cracked and broken in two. "What is this pot?" he asked. "And why did you not wait for me like I asked you to?" And finally Inara spoke, and she said to Moran, "I made this pot for you, my dear Moran, when you left, because I wanted it to be my marriage gift to you. But when many, many years passed, I finally realized that you did not love me the way I loved you, and to live hoping otherwise would be death." "But I want to marry you," cried Moran. "I came back." But Inara just nodded at the broken pot in Moran's hands and said, "Like an old pot that is left without care, a heart may break in two, and a broken heart can never be mended." And so Inara turned away, never to speak with Moran again, and Moran's heart, like the pot that was left untended, broke in two, because absence makes a heart brittle. This was the tale of homecoming, my tale, and I told it in my own words as told to me by my teacher, and as I will tell it to my student when the time comes.
Yeah, I like that. Bitches gotta make fucking decisions.
Yeah.
Don't abandon your girlfriend for 10 years. Like,
Thank you, Nima.
lesson fucking learned, bud. Cool. Okay. There more to the side?
Hi, Nima.
There
Hi, April.
are four
Okay.
people.
Goodbye, April.
Yeah, I just gotta
Yeah,
find him.
They really do blend into the wall.
Yeah. Well, they're all fucking pterodactyls. Hello, mans.
Yeah.
Decisions are scary, but he said multiple times, "I love you, I want to marry you, but you gotta fucking wait." And she was like,
Homecoming?
"I want to be a cool
Mine is the tale
person."
of sea, human.
Would you mind telling it to me?
I would be happy to do so. This is the tale of sea, told in
I
my
do really
own
like that they're
words,
like
as it
expected
was
to put
told
their
to
own
me
spin
by
on
my
the story.
teacher in his words,
Yeah.
and
It's
to
not
him
like
by his
just
teacher
tell what
in
happened.
his
It's
words.
say
This
it in
was
this
a
context,
very,
I guess.
very long time ago, when the Elation were a strong people, and we could spend days riding the hot winds above the seas. We hunted fish then.
Oh,
and
I
we went
completely
war
forgot
with
why
the
we were here
bear,
until he said that.
the wet-tailed. Acalis was one of the strongest warriors there was. His claws were sharp and long, his beak pointy, and
Fuck
his
yeah, we
teeth
love a
strong.
pointy beak here.
Acalis was admired
Pointy
by
beak good.
everyone in his clan, and because of this,
Getting a
he
snack.
was cocky and arrogant. So one day, the teller of Acalis city asked him to perform a very important and very special duty: to bring a sacred jewel to the teller of an Elation town across the sea. This particular jewel was very important because it signified a union between the two towns, and it would benefit the people of both that it was delivered safely and promptly. Acalis grinned and told the teller that he would deliver the jewel both quickly and safely, and that she was not to worry. But the teller did worry, because Acalis was young and too sure of himself. But she wanted to test him and to teach him that sharp claws, a pointy beak, and strong teeth are not all a warrior needs, that a warrior must also be wise and careful. So Acalis set out across the sea on his flight. It was on the fourth day that he spotted something in the water that caught his attention, and forgetting his duty and following his curiosity, Acalis dived towards the water to investigate. When he came closer, he saw that there were merum in the water, foolishly hunting close to the surface, and Acalis saw an opportunity to again prove his might
Idiot.
as a
Dumbass.
great warrior to his people, and to capture the fins of a few wet-tails. But this time, Acalis' arrogance got the better of him, because the merum had set a trap. As he dived towards the merum with his claws, a spear shot up from the water to hit him. Acalis struck the water and dropped the jewel he was carrying, and it was all he could do not to drown. Acalis was bleeding, and the merum were grabbing onto his wings and his legs, but he fought bravely, and finally he managed to escape. But even though he now lived, he was dead inside, because the shame of losing the sacred jewel would always be with him. Acalis could not return to his village, because he had neglected his duty to his teller and to his people, and so he went away to a small island where he could be alone. To himself and his people, Acalis now became the Lost One. He who had been on a sacred mission, but had failed in his arrogance.
Incredible.
A year passed, and one day Acalis met with human traders from a ship that came close to his island. From the traders, Acalis heard speak of a hideous creature that lived in the sea, the Octowo. The Octowo was said to have a third eye, like a jewel, and that this eye pulled hapless sailors into its deadly eight-armed grasp.
I thought this
Acalis
story would
knew
end a while
immediately
ago.
that the Octowo's
Yeah.
third eye had to be the jewel that he lost in the sea a year ago, and he now saw
So
the
it's about
opportunity
arrogance
to
and
redeem
then
himself.
making up for that
But
arrogance?
Elation were not used to
Maybe?
water, and the thought of submerging himself in the cold, harsh ocean chilled Acalis to his heart. But he was the Lost One, and if in his death he could at the very least redeem himself, to his own heart then it would be worth it. So Acalis fashioned himself a spear, because in the water his claws and his beak would be too slow, and he flew out to where the Octowo was last seen. And then Acalis dived into the sea. The dark water closed in on him, and his wings and legs went numb. But still Acalis kept pushing down until he saw the lair of the Octowo. Spotting Acalis, the Octowo attacked, and Akala saw the monster's third eye, his sacred jewel, shining bright in the darkness, and his heart was filled with a sense of duty and courage that he had never felt before. But as he began fighting the eight-armed monster, Akalas realized that if he were to fight like he usually did, he would not stand a chance. He would have to
He's
think
learning
differently.
responsibility and wisdom,
And
like
so
the teller
Akalas
said.
tricked the Octowo into following him through a tight chasm where the monster got stuck. And then he swam above it, and using his spear, tipped a rock on top of the Octowo. Swimming back down again, the Octowo was flailing helplessly. Now, almost out of air, Akalas took the sacred jewel from the Octowo's head and swam back up. Finally, Akalas could deliver the sacred jewel to the town across the sea. And upon returning to his village, he went to the teller, bowed his head, and said, "Forgive me, teller, for in my arrogance I thought I could do everything. But I could not, and I became the lost one because of it." "You were lost," said the teller, "but you are no more. Because now you see the limits of your own strength.
I'm gonna
And
get
you
my
know
captions
that
up
a warrior
in a
must
second.
be careful and
Okay.
wise.
It occurred to me
in
that I
wishing
forgot.
to be strong and fierce. This was the tale of sea.
Fuck yeah, thanks man for your Tale of the Sea. Cool.
Cool. Cool.
There we go. Bam. Video game back. Oh!
Oh.
Okay. I really am not a fan of these models.
Everything's fine.
Do you know one of the four tales of winds, stars, sea, and homecoming?
Mine is the tale of winds, Windbringer.
Very much.
Then I shall tell it. In the village of Karan, in the mountains of tall winds, there lived a young Alatian woman named Iwana. Iwana had one desire above all others, to soar higher and farther than anyone else. And even though her wings were no broader, nor her body sleeker than anyone else's, she pursued this foolish desire without rest. And as time passed, she did soar higher, and she did fly farther than the other young Elation in her village, and her name became known far and wide amongst the tribes of the mountains of tall winds. But still, Iwana was not happy. She was not happy because, in her vanity, even though she was a better flyer than almost everyone else, and to her eyes, she was still not good enough. She wanted to be so much better than anyone else that she would be remembered for all time as the best flyer amongst all the Elation. And so one day, Iwana decided to climb to the top of Mount Bakta'ana, the Tower of Light, and to soar from those giddy heights to the ends of the world. Her friends and her family pleaded with her not to, because every Elation knew that to soar from such heights was dangerous, that at such heights the air was thin and the winds treacherous. But Iwana would not listen, and on a cold and clear morning she climbed up the Tower of Light to the rock and the ice at the very top. From there she could see to the ends of the world. And it brought tears to her eyes to know that now, finally, she would be greater and better than any Elation before her. And so Iwana spread her wings.
I can't help but
and
remember
leaped
that
off
the question we were
mountain.
asked about the story was, which mountain did she
Watched,
fall off of?
Father Lowe said that for a split moment,
What
Iwana
mountain did
soared,
it say?
and she soared higher and
It was
farther
like-
than any Elation before or
I'll
since.
recognize it when I read it. It was like
Then the
a weird
treacherous
word.
winds caught a hold of her,
But the Tower of Light.
and the thin air made her plummet towards the ground and to fall to her death amongst the rocks at the base of the mountain. In her vanity, Iwana could not, and vanity that.
Cool.
Don't be vain.
Vanity. Dumb. Getting lost in the woods. Idiot. Running out on your fiance. Extra dumb.
Who would visit the teller? Are you ready?
Yes,
In the Tale of Winds.
Yeah, back to
Mount
Anna.
the Tower of Light.
That is correct. In the Tale of...
The
The spirits of
tellers.
5 tellers.
That is correct. In the Tale of Sea, what creature did the lost one
Ma-
battle? in his-
Maui from Moana.
Yeah, the Octoa.
That is correct. My final question to you is this. In the Tale of Home...
Broken
A
pot.
broken pot. To teach him that absence may break a heart in two.
You have correctly answered all my questions, and so have proven your knowledge of the 4 tales.
I'm surprised
You
those
are
are the
the
questions
Windbringer.
he asked and
The
not
teller
like
would
the
see you
moral of the
presently.
stories. Which is, I would imagine, the important part, right?
Yeah, I think we're just supposed to, like, get it.
Why is his head so big?
Come closer, human.
Oh, I think it's like an old lady witch.
Closer. I cannot see your face. Closer still. Come sit here by me.
She's gonna bite us or something.
Her ass is so
There you
spiky.
are.
Holy crap.
You see, my eyes are not what they used to be. Ages ago, I could spot a ladybug crawling up a straw of grass from 15 tree lengths up. Now, I have a hard time seeing my supper.
This is such a sad
But
little
my
feather.
ears, balance be praised, my ears, they are as good as ever. I could hear you outside, learning the tales my children tell. You are a good listener and a fast learner.
They were interesting stories and your people told them well.
That is what we do. The elation are the keepers of the tales, and I am their teller, the one who must know all the tales told since the day we came to this world.
How can you do that? How can you remember every story ever told?
The secret is to tell them often and to tell them in your own words, not the words of your ancestors.
Doesn't that mean that the stories change with every generation?
That's not a problem.
Yes, as all tales must. Change is important. Otherwise, the tales will have no meaning to us. They will just be words. And we do not care about the words. We care about what the words tell us.
Yeah.
How long have your people
I
been
really
telling
like
stories?
these beautiful pterodactyls.
Human, since we came to this world a long, long time ago.
You're not from Earth? From Arcadia?
Not according to our tales. We came on a great wind before the divide, when the earth was one and humans had yet to learn of magic and science. But we were a different people then, and the tales we tell from that time are vague and incomplete. Like myths and legends, the younger elation pay little attention to these tales. Sometimes I worry they will be lost with me, these tales, and I am getting old, very old.
I'm the Windbringer.
I know you are. It's strange to me to hear those words spoken. I did not think they would be in my lifetime.
Have fun at work goes.
But here you are, standing in front of me as real as the sky is blue.
I'm sorry I have to ask, but what is it that the Windbringer is supposed to do for you?
I did not expect you to walk in here and have all the answers, child. The balance has both blessed you and cursed you.
God,
And it is
finally
sent
someone
here
gets
to
it.
do what it wills. The Windbringer is said to be the first sign of the great wind that will take us away from here. For a long time, the elation have lost the strength they used to have. Our bones have become weak, and our wings fragile. Where we used to be able to soar for days on strong winds, we are now using our legs to walk rather than fly. Why this is, we do not know.
Tanyan.
You know of the reason for this?
I'm just guessing, but it makes sense. Go on.
The tales also say that the Windbringer will unite us with our past and end the age-old strife.
I know. You must make peace and be reunited with the Merim. You share a common ancestry.
I have always thought we did. The tales were too similar, the signs clear. But my people, they will have a difficult time understanding why and how this can be.
If you don't, both the Elation and the Merim will die out. When war broke out between your people and you were forced to move up into the mountains, it compromised a precarious symbiosis. A substance called Tanyan was abundant where the Merim and the Elation lived in close proximity. It brought fish and heat and light to both your people.
Yeah, they're very
Now,
similar.
Living up in the mountains, your way of life, your diet, your customs and habits, they've all changed. And that's probably the cause of your brittle bones and fragile wings.
Then we must make peace with the Merim and restore the balance between us, so as to strengthen us both and prepare us for the journey that will surely come soon. When our sitting is over, I will speak to my people, and I will elect one representative from the Elation to meet with the Merim in the place of your choosing to open a dialogue.
Maybe we get to go back to that
I came to you to
city.
find answers to some important questions.
Ask, and I will try my best to
Yeah,
answer.
this is a very long game. I think this is our like 4th or 5th stream.
We go about through like a
Have you
chapter
heard
or
of an ancient
two
god or
per
dragon that
stream,
lives
and
beneath
we're on
the sea?
chapter 8.
Once,
Yeah, it's been like
only
12
I and
hours.
My people lived in harmony with the Merim.
We're like
With the
almost
stories of an
halfway
old
through the
god
game.
worshipped by the Merim, who resided
It's been
deep
12
in
hours,
the
and
darkest
this is our
depths of the
5th
ocean.
stream.
Oh god, is it?
The old god
I
once
keep
brought the
fucking
Merim
up and
from
not
the realm into
uploading
the
my
ocean, is now
VODs.
sleeping, resting before
If
the
we
journey
stream
back.
3 hours per, and it's at 12.
Oh, I was guessing at a time.
When the time came, he would
Remember
gather
you
the
said
Merim
earlier
and
how
bring
many
them home
hours you
again,
have in
back
Steam
to
on
their
it.
world, to their ocean.
Oh, 13.
Strangely enough, we have a similar tale.
I have
Yeah,
13
so
Said
hours.
that the great
5th
wind that
stream.
brought us here will
Like-
someday return to bring us back to a place where we
Has it
can
really been
soar
5 weeks?
forever on
Holy
board.
shit.
This is purgatory.
In a way, perhaps.
It's a nice purgatory.
I'm sorry about my coughing.
The great wind will just sweep us up and
Until it cools down, I'm going to be a cough machine.
I recite this
You're
tale to myself.
fine.
It is a comforting one.
Just tell me about the dragons.
Kin are numbered 4, or so our tales
Do you know where they are?
The tales do say that our past and
Do you know anything about the Guardian?
this is human business.
Your people are the key.
That is very little. And of course the Dryad.
Have you ever heard?
Oh,
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
I am glad.
I guess it's time for you to talk to your people.
Where do you wish for our meet?
You want me to decide? Inside.
Yeah,
Well,
those
of
cool
an
caves down the
Elation settlement
beach.
And a Merim city.
Yeah.
It's a good place for your 2 people to meet.
Yes. And could you ask if they would bring their half of the stone?
The stone?
We have held onto it for centuries.
Will.
And we must make haste and arrangements.
Please, please just teleport me to the Mayroom City, please.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, thank God.
This place is so beautiful, and the scent of sea and rock and nest. This scent is of home. This was home a long, long time ago.
My camera is not pointed at me.
With the Merim back then.
Now you'll be able to live in peace again. And with the Tanyan bringing fish to your doorstep, you'll be able to eat well and restore strength to your bones. Soon you might even be able to soar on the winds for days like you used to do.
I hope you are right when bringing.
Yeah, they're probably like obligate
The mirror
carnivores who have been forced to like
They are coming, are they not?
eat fruit in
They said they would.
the forest.
Hush. I hear something.
That would make sense.
It's the queen!
We are here, Water Stiller, as was promised.
Good. Now, as representatives of your respective peoples, you, the Queen of Amiram City, and you, guard to the Elation Teller, must fulfill the prophecy and join the two parts of the one stone.
Why is it a queen
We
and a
hope
guard
that
and
our
not the queen and
peoples
the
may
teller?
be joined again, Elation, and that we may live in peace.
I can't imagine they could get the teller down.
And we
She's
that's
probably
it,
we can for this
she's probably dying up there, bud. Oh, why is it hairy?
Oh.
Oh.
Harry! Oh god!
This is so gross.
stone is
Why
now
is it
whole.
hairy?
It was
The Elation
twitching
Miram wants
like
it
a
to be as
bug
well.
leg.
You may take it with you.
Thank you. The both of you.
Come now,
Okay.
people, and we will take you to our sleeping
Oh
God.
shit!
May his wisdom guide you and lead you down
Let's
the way.
kiss God. This is gonna be spooky, isn't it?
Might be spooky for you because it's underwater.
Oh, she's going so deep.
Look at those little guys. Sorry, I saw something about her face that just gets me every time I see it in the cutscene. It just gets me. Oh, it's so funny.
What is this? What are you, bud?
It's God. Thank you. I love you. I have food.
This
Yeah,
looks
I
like
do.
a fucking
It looks like a butt, man.
sand. Touch sand.
I think so, actually.
Or let's touch the orifice.
I thought that said office. I was like, huh, okay. God's office,
More
I
like
guess.
a shell than a rock. I don't think it's a rock. I think it's alive.
Oh no.
It's some kind of organic sensor. It's a large shell. I wonder how deep it goes and what it contains.
Oh, I probably need the stone. Sense the stone. Okay, let's go to the left. Let's not. Let's go to the right. Cool.
Did you take the sand? I was getting my snack. My
What
food.
sand?
It
There's
says
sand?
Look at the sand. Yeah, it says look at the sand. I remember you said sand.
I can't. I swear I saw sand.
Did you already pick it up? You just forgot?
No.
No? Okay. Well, there's sand that you gotta pick up somewhere.
I'll find it.
You gotta get some sand.
I'll find that fucking sand. I love that I'm just covered in sand.
It just says look at the sand and take it.
God.
I swear I heard the noise that like you
It's a
did
large
something.
shell. It's a large shell. I wonder how deep it goes and what it contains.
I can talk to the sensor.
Hello? Is anybody in there?
Spooky. Well, I guess it's an invitation of sorts.
Cool.
Oh, let's go through the large orifice. Oh, that's an eye.
Oh,
That's an eye.
Dry. I swear
That's an
I'm
eyeball.
never taking a bath again.
The eye is covered in these.
Circular profusion.
I'm gonna touch it. Yep.
Closer.
Oh, that's so bright. Hey, bud.
Not be afraid. I know what you are.
You do?
Yes. Yes. What
Yeah, so this dragon is older than the planet. He just want nap.
I wish to be left alone.
I'm sorry to disturb.
Everyone needs answers. Everyone has.
Okay, I'm not gonna let him fucking stumble through all of these words.
Hoping for an answer.
Hi, Chew! Welcome! Hello!
Oh.
And be gone.
We're talking to God. Welcome, welcome. Ben, can you do a shout out? Because I can't minimize the game. Thank you.
It's just exclamation shout out with the thing, right?
Yeah. I don't know if it's at or not, but
It's
yeah. Thank you, Streamlabs. Yeah. Hello. We're playing a point-and-click adventure game from 1999. So if I minimize the game, you see my desktop because this setup is it's duct taped together.
It is something.
I'm looking
It's
for a jewel of the
optimized.
dragon's eye.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know if I can get it back open. Every time I close this game, I have to like turn my computer off and I need to restart essentially because it like tries to crash everything every time.
We also can't save over save states, or else everything breaks.
Yeah.
A lot of little
But
stuff.
the game that comes after this one came out in 2011. That'll fucking work on Steam. Oh god, it was his eye, the dragon's eye.
What is the Day of Ascension?
The day when the kin return home. When my siblings come to me. And we rise with the stars. For our
So you're...
we will.
When what's ready?
I will not.
I have no clue if this story pays off. Because I don't remember any of this in the following games.
I need to know where I can find the gateway to the Guardian's realm.
So you come to me.
Yeah, bud.
They told me, well, they as in the few people who could tell me anything at all, they told me that if anyone would know, it'd be you.
I know. When the earth
My crinkly back.
where the tower was built.
It's eating chips.
But it's moved, hasn't it? That spot. When Stark and Arcadia were created, that spot moved somewhere else.
Into the sky. Amongst the stars.
We're going to fucking space?
But where?
Let's go to the fucking moon, guys.
Your journey has not been a quiet one.
I get it. We bumble around a lot.
Even down here,
You don't have to.
Crashed a ship
hear you.
and all sorts of other shit.
I speak with the
We did a
love.
lot of crime.
They are my messengers. They have
A map to space. Fuck yeah.
with the entrance you are looking for.
You knew I was coming and why? Then know this is probably a futile question, but why didn't you send the Dark People to me earlier? You could have saved me a lot of
It's
time and
just
hard work.
we just unroll a giant map and it's just an arrow pointing to the sky.
Hard work.
I like the thought of a map.
But
It
it's
just
the
says
principle of
go
it,
up.
isn't it?
Like,
This dragon is so rude. You're afraid of hard work? No, I'm trying to save the fucking world and I've already done a lot of work.
You had a purpose.
What am I?
Okay.
You said
You
Oh my god.
I'm tired. So just cut the Buddhist bullshit about a
your wisdom has all
That's
now.
you said something about
The dark people have
what?
yes.
Okay, we finally get to know what the fucking dark people are. Look at him, look at him!
Is he Godzilla?
Yes, essentially.
Christ.
He's so fucking big.
We're getting a whole lot of cutscenes, so surely all this stuff must be very important.
Yeah.
What is that?
It moves exactly like a Mayrum.
Thanks for taking me on board.
Who are you?
Oh, well, I thought you
It's the caterpillar from Alice in
didn't the old
Wonderland.
dragon. Well, I'm April Ryan from Stark, and I guess you're a dark person.
But who are
That's
you?
racist.
You can't just go around telling people they're dark people.
Not anybody
You can't just ask people why they're white.
I'm not. I'm the Windbringer. I'm the Water Stiller. I'm April Bondu Mbata of the Banda and the Venar Kangang La. I'm a shifter.
That's a lot of weird fucking words for us to remember, but I'm glad April remembered them.
And I'm
April is like weirdly smart, but also weirdly dumb.
who I am.
She is book smart and street dumb.
Yeah. Oh, hello, sir.
Oh, look at his tiny little baby hand.
You can see the other tiny baby hands. Look at him. There's a
The
little.
ancient dragon, the blue of the Drake kin, told me you had a map for me.
He was not blue.
Map of stars, yes. It was made for you in our library.
I think he's blue because his eye was blue.
It is yours
Yeah.
now. Keep it well. It is the only one.
That was such a weird movement.
I'm looking for an ancient stone given to you by the Sentinel.
They're
the
weird
fathers.
dark people, you know?
Came for the
That's
stone.
fair.
Of course we have it with us.
I
Our ship would not have been chosen to reach you were it not for the stone we carry with us.
I love these goth
Everybody's
bitches.
just waiting around for me to show up so that they can give me stuff. Who knew adventuring was going to be this easy?
April, no!
It will not always be so easy. Of that I can assure you. But here is our stone. We entrust it to you.
I love how we like tricked a woman. We tricked a dude into taking us on a ship. We tricked a woman into being his navigator. And then we fucking crashed the ship. And now April's like, oh, everything's so easy. Wow.
You have a wave is
You're telling
I
me
don't care.
Can this
I
ship
don't
take
care about the
That's fine.
metaphor of waves. I do care about the metaphor of waves, but I don't care about what this man has to say. I want to know more. What's going on? Oh, cool. We're just laying on the floor. Sweet.
After 9, baby!
Imagine you get pulled onto a spaceship and they're like, okay, go to sleep. And you just lay on the ground.
Oh, this is a short chapter. What the fuck? Oh, all of these. What? Huh?
Maybe things are picking up.
I have a sneaking suspicion there's gonna be a lot of exposition.
Oh, here he is again with his little baby hands.
It's baby hands, man.
Very comfortable. Thanks.
All we know about the dark people is that they have a ship, they wear cloaks, and they have tiny hands.
I do not know why. We must leave you here. We have
We
other
must leave
business.
you here.
Carry your wave into the future, April.
Whatever that means, I'll try.
They're just gonna throw us into the ocean.
I mean, after everything she's been through.
Where did all the ships go? They're gone. This can't be a good sign. I mean, duh.
Well, the wind
The
is
sea looks
back.
strangely quiet and deserted. And the sky, those are not ordinary clouds. They look more like smoke. What's going on here?
That's concerning. I was like, all
okay.
the ships being gone, you brought the wind back, so that makes sense.
Obviously a map of constellations, and that cross must be.
Okay. Just trying to. Let me look at
The
things.
piece of the stone disc I got from the Dark People. It's the Blue Dragon's eye jewel.
Okay.
I know that sound.
What's Crow? Oh!
Oh, it's the chaos from the opening cinematic that the dragon was fighting.
Oh!
It does look like a Metroid, though.
It does look like a Metroid.
No! I don't want to go back to Stark.
Don't do it. No! April, no!
And we're in
Caused that shift to open
church.
just in time. It has to be Cortez.
Well, that's where we left off, right?
I know.
In the
Anybody
big,
there?
dumb church. Who are you?
It's the
Who's there?
priest that Cortez was talking
It's
to.
just me.
April, it's good to see you again.
What's she writing? Okay.
Cortez could have at least brought me back a change of underwear. Thanks, April. I'm worried about the important things.
Father Raoul, where is Cortez? I thought he'd be here.
And we accidentally
I haven't
brought
seen
ourselves
Cortez
back.
for a week, and it worries me. He usually stops by once every few days.
When did you last see Cortez?
Oh, we're gonna have to break
It
into
must have been. I
the
think it was last Sunday.
bad guy
Exactly 1 week today. He's been gone
fancy
longer than
place.
before, but
Do more
this time
crime on
On
cops.
a cog central, baby.
This time I have a feeling there's something
Cog
wrong.
HQ.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you're not?
I don't know what you.
Yes, you do. You're no.
How did you?
I heard you and Cortez talking last Sunday, and it scares me. I thought for sure that I could trust Cortez, but as it turns out, I can't.
April,
Sorry, I can't trust anybody.
I'm sorry, April. I mean, but I will try to answer you.
Okay.
Who is Cortez?
What do you mean?
The way people react when I mention his name, the fact that he seems to have been alive for a very long time, and that he knows as much as he does. Who is he?
It's funny, but I've been asking that very same question myself many, many times. Who is this man? He's old, yes, and powerful. He has strong magic, but he rarely lets on exactly how strong he is.
You still haven't answered my...
That's because I cannot answer.
You're a minstrel?
Oh.
Yes, do you find that
How can you belong to two religions at the same time?
It's a minstrel.
belief in the balance? and belief in
Tobias, the guy in
God
the...
are mutually exclusive.
Oh.
The Sentinel
Gotcha.
Order was founded on the basis of protecting the balance, not to worship a higher
Yeah,
power.
I wouldn't call the
As long as
Sentinels
our
a
devotion to whatever
religion.
God we believe in doesn't conflict with our duty to the balance, and vice versa. Who is to say we can't work in the best interest of both?
I guess. I just always thought of the Sentinel as its own faith.
It is a faith, but a faith in something less than God, yet more than magic or the laws of nature.
Bo,
Balance
you
was
didn't
created
have
by
to say
someone, was it
that.
not? Nor do I.
No, they did.
But I believe. I have faith. That's enough.
How did you become a Sentinel Minstrel?
The Sentinel are not numerous and stark. Not yet. Not with the vanguard, the Church of Voltec, keeping a watchful eye and striking down anyone who dares to proclaim their faith in the balance. But the Sentinel are here, and when they find someone who they believe will be sympathetic to their cause, they approach them. That's what happened to me.
They asked you to join?
No, they told me the truth. I was studying theology at the time, but once I learned the truth about the balance, and so...
I don't really care about this man's religious journey.
What did you mean when you said Cortez found you?
One day, he came to visit me.
Yeah, this isn't stuff that really
He knew
matters.
who I was, that I was a
to
minstrel,
us
and that I was
at
devoted.
all.
He was very worried about the imminent collapse of the balance, yet told me that he was waiting for...
Me?
Yes. He waited for a long time for you to show up. I don't know much more than that. Cortez tells me very little.
That's what I've been told.
No. I understand your frustration.
Thanks, Father.
It feels like...
Okay.
Have you ever been to Arcadia?
No, I'm not a shifter. I'm stuck here.
I don't have any more questions.
If you do, please ask.
Cool.
I have to...
I hope to see you again soon, April.
I think that's all the questions we'll need to ask. We have to go back to what's-his-face, right? The man in the fancy hover wheelchair.
Oh, that would make sense. I can check if you want.
Oh, the drug addict's gone. She's gotten better.
Oh, go home.
Oh, I have to go home? Okay.
Yeah. Change clothes. It's what it says. Because that's more important than anything else.
I really should go home and change into something that doesn't
Yeah.
make me look like a medieval restorationist.
You're wearing a crop top and yoga pants!
Maybe it's because, like, it looks old school, like, historical. She's like, oh, I look so weird.
This fantasy lady made me look like a scullery maid, and she's like going to Pilates.
Oh, God. Oh.
Oh no.
April, run! Get out of here!
Why? What's the...
Run, April, now!
I wouldn't listen to her if I were you. Move over there. I said move.
Huh.
Emma, who's this man? Tell me what's going on. Who are you? What do you want?
He's just following orders, Miss Ryan. He's just a servant. My servant.
It's the mean guardian.
I was hoping you would join our little
He looks so
party.
dumb. He looks
It's
so
very
dumb.
difficult.
He looks like he's wearing a tuxedo shirt.
Very
Like
difficult
one of those
for-
printed t-shirts.
What are you doing to my friends?
If you cooperate, nothing permanent at any rate. But if you make
What are you gonna do?
harder than
Take me to the
master,
place I need to go?
your friends
Idiot.
shocked.
Dumbass.
All of them.
Dumbass, bald, nasty man.
What do you...
Why are you walking like that?
I know you. I've seen your face somewhere.
He kind of got them
My
anthro
name
legs.
is Halloway. Gordon Halloway. I work for Jacob
This man is
McMahon,
fucking
I'm certain you've
digitigrade.
heard of. He runs the Church of Voltec, also known as the Vanguard.
His knees going the wrong
He has been
way.
insisting on meeting you, Miss Ryan. Of course, I'm not sure who you were at first, but we knew we would find you in Venice. You did give us a run for our money, I must admit. Your shift a week ago today made it a lot easier, but then you decided to stay out of town for a while. Smart. Coming back, though, was rather stupid.
Where's Cortez?
Cortez, he has been disposed of.
Is he fucking
He
dead?
was meddling. Not
Bye.
all acceptable behavior from a man of his stature.
What do you want from me?
We want you, and what you carry with you. We have our connections in Arcadia. We know of your journey north. Good job on our friend Mr. Klex, by the way. Good job. Very impressive. Of course, not to mention the fine work you did on that Gribbler creature. She was not very cooperative. She just
I love the idea that all of the bad guys know each other.
But she was a twisted old girl.
They all went to college together.
They get together on like Thursdays and have some lunch.
You set out to sea. The Tyran are not very comfortable with water, and so there was no chance of sending anyone after you. However, with your good fortune and, shall we say,
ugh,
good breeding. What the fuck does that mean?
Items back with, so give me what you have and
yeah, let all our friends die. We don't care about them anyway. They're
Release
shitty.
my friends
Do the
and
work.
you'll get what I have.
you are a very intelligent still. We need to teach you.
Wait, which
your
one?
friends
No,
a
which one?
lesson.
Shoot Emma.
Shoot that one.
Shoot Emma. Okay, thank you. Cool. Okay. I don't care for Emma.
Yeah, I was about to say.
What the hell is going on?
No, Mickey!
Did she just sound like fucking Marge Simpson for a second?
That's just what Mickey sounds like.
I don't remember her sounding like that.
I don't want to deal with Zach right now.
Is he one of the bad guys?
I know, I think he's just an asshole. Who's always he's always in my fucking way.
Out of my way, Zach.
Where are you going, April? Don't you know the game's up?
What game, Zach? They're trying to kill me. They just shot Emma.
Who did?
The agents, the Vanguard.
But they said they weren't really gonna hurt nobody. They were just gonna.
They said? What do you mean? You spoke with them?
Of course he turned us in.
I mean, they were just gonna arrest you and.
You bastard! You sold me out? You killed Emma? Do you know
Lady
that?
did
You
not
killed
sleep
my
with
best
me,
friend.
so I get her arrested and tortured.
Please kill Zach. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Zach,
Vengeance!
Shit.
Go, 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 go! Close the door!
Out the window!
Go, go!
If you don't open, we'll break down the door.
Whoops!
No! God damn it,
Let's do
April.
it. Take it down.
Let me out! No! No!
A real sailor.
No!
Matey.
April! Go!
April! Oh god, this is not gonna be fun, but I don't have a choice. Close your
I'm about to die. I gotta make a comment about a sailor.
I'm so excited to know what's in this quote-unquote water.
We're about to start glowing. Like, from that scene in the Lorax.
There's this book that I read in middle school called The Water Mirror, and it's like a young adult fantasy novel about like Venice in the far future, like here. And the water is so gross that it has like mutated mermaids.
Oh.
It's the book is it's so good. He's right there.
Click the top right. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh shit. Somebody's watching the entrance.
Oh, I have an invisibility potion.
Oh, yeah. Right, right. April? Okay.
I love video games!
Oh my god.
April, please, just fucking move.
Probably just a sewer rat.
Sewer rat?
Fierce whisper.
Fierce whisper.
Okay. I wanna look at the diary.
Back. That was a close call, though. If I'd been caught,
Isn't he just on the other end of this bridge, like over here?
Yep. But
Like,
we're on a different screen.
Yeah, he can't see us.
He can't see us.
Okay. Oh. It doesn't tell me where I need to go next. I think I need to go to what's his face.
No.
No?
Fringe.
How it going to the coffee shop? Help me!
I think they said that the guy with the wheelchair sold us out. Or helped us sell us out. So I don't think he's on our side.
No, Zach sold us out.
Didn't he say... Okay, what was the guy's name? I don't remember. He said a lot of names that I didn't remember because I don't... I'm really bad at remembering things.
What is happening?
What's that?
Oh?
The mystery door. It's open.
Why did they stop?
Whoa! Oh.
Oh.
That's where the door the lady at the beginning?
I'm pretty sure, actually. I'm not in Venice anymore.
Hey, you know what this is, April. Oh no. What's your daughter doing? Hello, old lady from the opening cinematic.
April Ryan.
I won't ask how you know my name. But who are you?
The Lady Olvane is my name now.
Oh!
And where am I?
Okay.
What's
I know
this
who this
It's
is.
like April in the future?
This is my home. The house of all
Um,
worlds.
This is Arcadia? It looked like I passed
Alvane-
by a ship, but I didn't feel...
I don't remember, like, her whole thing.
It's similar to
She's weird. She lives... Yeah, she lives in the between.
Not in Arcadia, nor in Stark.
Which, like, I guess you could say is kind of like the Guardian realm, which is between... But, like, it's different.
From your pursuers for the moment.
Alvane is weird. I love it.
You bring me here?
You brought yourself here. But yes, I opened the door.
I'm gonna pee really quick while they talk.
Why?
Okay.
Because that's how the story goes, April. You escape. You outrun your pursuers, and your journey continues. It's been written, and we cannot change that now.
Lady Olvane, I appreciate your help, but I'm so tired of hearing about my destiny and about prophecies. I've lost a good friend today, and...
She's not dead.
What?
God
What
damn
did
it.
you say?
Emma's not dead. She was hurt.
Please tell me
but
Zach
not
is dead.
killed.
Oh, thank God. Are you sure?
I'm quite certain. She is on her way to the hospital as we speak. But the others, Charlie, Fiona...
They didn't say
they're
anything about
angry
Zach
at
not
you.
being dead.
They blame you for Emma's pain and for not letting them in on the truth.
They should blame me. I brought
I
it
gave
all
my
to
kitty
them.
cat
The
a little
violence,
kiss.
The chaos. I've hurt
Oh,
so
yeah.
many people since this all started, and yet, at the time, it all seemed justified.
It was.
Who did we
The
hurt?
fate of the many depend on the sacrifice of the few.
Your friends are
Your
blaming you for
sacrifice
Emma
must go
getting
on.
hurt.
I know,
Because
but
you
like
didn't tell them
she
to
was
do
like,
it.
I've hurt so many people since this began. Like, we made a detective barf.
Will it ever be over?
Eventually. The
I
pain
mean,
won't go
technically,
away, though.
we
You'll
also
keep
like
that with
imprisoned
you
a man in a
forever.
calculator. And,
We
like,
killed
know if I can go on.
we killed Kimmy Gibbler,
Listen to me, April.
but she tried to eat
You
me.
must go on. You must be brave.
And the
They all
Bonda.
depend on you.
I think April
you can do it.
is like
You
just
can
kind
get
of
through this.
overwhelmed by
Just remember what's important and what's not.
anyone. Because like I know if you
Remember
hurt
who
like
your
3
friends
people,
are and trust
it feels
them.
like a lot
Let
of
them
people.
help you.
I already did that, and look where it got them.
So, somebody gets hurt. That doesn't mean you can give up. I want you to go to Mercuria to see for yourself how those who are not willing to surrender are holding up. You can learn from their courage.
I can't go there. I can't shift. People tell me I have this talent, but it's not true. If I can't use it, what good is it?
But you have used it twice already. April, child, you must learn to believe in yourself and your abilities. Use what you know, what you do best, to focus your magic.
What I do best? You mean painting?
If that's what you do best, then yes. Use that as a focal point. After a while, you won't even need that. But it's a beginning.
What about the other things I have to do? What about the Guardian?
The Vanguard are holding Adrian, the Guardian, captive. But they still don't know where the entrance to the Guardian's realm is located.
Shouldn't I free Adrian immediately?
Go first to Marcuria. The doorway will bring you there. If you go straight back to Stark, the Vanguard will find you.
Thanks, Lady Alvane. I'm not going to ask you how you know everything you just told me, because I'm not sure I want to know.
Good luck on your journey ahead, April. I will keep my fingers crossed for you.
Maybe I'll see you again.
Oh, I'm quite certain of that. Quite certain.
So, okay, this might be a dumb question, because I feel like we've been over this a million times. Why is it a bad thing for the realities to cross?
They were broken apart in the first place, because science and magic it can't really coexist. Like, if someone uses both, they like become too powerful, and it was like creating storms that were like destroying the planet. It was essentially humans can't be trusted.
Yeah. Why don't you just kill all humans? Kill them all.
Yeah,
all of
maybe.
them.
It's deserted, and from the looks of the place, I'd say they...
Okay. They said to see the people that are still holding up. So let's check on Tobias.
The doors are locked and bolted. I guess the Sentinel have decided to skip town.
Can we steal from the stalls? A little bit of theft.
We can take the hat that we want. Take it. Take it.
The traditional game of cups
Take it.
in which you stand...
No, wait. Turn around.
I wonder if that's supposed to be anybody in particular.
No.
Take it.
I can...
That's supposed to be anybody in particular, or just any old head.
I can just inspect stuff.
I sigh.
I love how they didn't want to, like, remake any assets, so it just looks exactly the same, even though it's supposed to be, like, on fire.
Yeah.
Let me in.
Enter, honored guest, and
My boy! My nasty friend.
Never mind. I'm not gonna question it.
Hmm?
I thought I saw him
Glad
at
to
the
see
front
you're
door
okay,
opening
Nexus.
it.
should I
And then
not
he was
have
coming
been
downstairs.
okay, April Ryan?
I wasn't sure. Everybody else has left town.
Yes, most everyone did. A war is coming.
Shouldn't you be leaving too, then?
I am, after I see you again.
You shouldn't be putting yourself in danger for my sake, Obnaxis.
Then, for the sake of the balance, you will find...
I did.
Here, this was the stone of the Venar
What?
entrusted to me. I was
bitch.
to take this to Mercuria, and there hold embassy until the Kanangla.
Okay.
You had this the whole time?
To have been carrying this on your journey will be too risky, April Ryan. You have it now. 4 stones to make one. Now my task is done, and the veil is upon me. There is only the present and the past now. Only those two.
Oh.
The future. The veil is upon us all, April Ryan.
We
I
broke
must
him.
leave for my people, to be with them in this time of darkness.
I think it's the chaos fucking with their ability.
And you, April Ryan. May the balance bless you.
Okay. Do your little bow, bud. Okay, let me check my inventory. I thought you were leaving! Okay. 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 I can't. It won't even let me go to the docks. Let's check on Brian.
He is. He's home for once.
I figured you'd still be here, Brian.
April Bloody Ryan. Well, what do you know? It's good to see you, girl. Now get the hell out of Mercuria before the shit hits the fan.
You're not leaving, are you, Mr. Westhouse?
I guess I'm not. I always was an idiot.
You're not an idiot, Mr. Westhouse. Brian, you're just fighting for something you believe in, something you care about.
Bitch, he ain't fighting.
A whittle about this bloody town.
Sitting there getting drunk.
I think you do. I think you care a lot, but you hate to admit it.
Yeah, well. I built this house with my own 2 hands, you know. First thing I ever did that I was proud of. Real proud of. I ain't about to leave it to those damn tyrant trolls waltzing in here under the pretense of defending their borders. It's the Vanguard holding their leash, be sure of that.
What are you gonna do when they get here?
I got an old gun locked up in the pantry. Enough bullets to take down at least...
They might not even find him, to be honest.
2 dozen of those goblins.
He's kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
I'm going down fighting, that's for sure.
You'll be fine, I'm sure of that. Just leave the bottle be until the victory party, okay?
Don't worry about that, girl. That's my last batch of real whiskey. All I got left now.
That's so sad.
You know, learn how to make whiskey. That'd be science.
You
don't want to get drunk on that.
can't, like, he was saying that, like,
I believe
anything brewed here is, like, it's, like, inundated with magic. And so it doesn't really agree with him.
And if you ever come back this way...
I promise to visit you, of course. Goodbye, Brian.
Okay.
The dragon's mouth is pointing straight down at the middle of the floor. It's a circular hollow about 20 centimeters across and about 5 centimeters deep.
I was hoping.
Oh, she was walking towards it. I got excited.
Hey, Aaron. How you doing? You're the only person left? Hello?
crazy. He crazy.
So you're still here?
Eh? Oh, it's just you. If you have come to use the library...
Don't worry, I didn't come by to do...
Good. With
There's
the
nobody here.
Is Vestrum Tobias around?
Oh, goodness. You don't
Oh.
know? I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Tobias, he's dead.
Goodbye, I guess.
No, by whom?
We don't know, but we suspect Vanguard agents, of course. In the chaos of the evacuation, the soldiers had their hands full making sure no one was trampled, and that looters were promptly apprehended. When we visited the temple after everyone had left, there were so many books and valuable artifacts we wanted to bring here for safekeeping. We found Tobias by the mules he loved so dearly. He'd been stabbed in the heart, and from the looks of it, he didn't resist much at all. He probably even knew his assailant.
Why Tobias? He was the kindest, gentlest
Fucking
man.
was he, though?
Always helpful, always ready to listen.
Wait, what?
I'll really miss him.
We knew nothing about him.
We really didn't.
And a great Vestrum, and we will never see another like him. But unfortunately, there were many who disagreed. Well, they would be happy.
Another reason for doing everything we can to stop them. Shouldn't you be leaving the...
Leaving? No, I'm staying here, but we will.
With what?
We may look harmless, but don't judge a book by its cover. We even have swords and bows, and a few of us are well...
Good luck.
And to you.
Right, go down the stairs now. Ooh. Wheel.
Stuck.
It's like there's nothing else for me to do besides fuck around with this pool, right?
I don't think so.
Water's pretty cold. It's a rusty wheel.
It says... Look at the wheel and then ask him about it.
Okay.
For some reason, despite the fact she says nothing new about it. Unless we've already asked him about it.
I don't think I've gone down there yet.
What's the rest?
Wheel?
Good luck.
And to you.
Cool.
Okay.
Now we can use it without worrying about like doing anything fucky.
But it was stuck.
Don't budge.
There we go.
It's a rusty wheel.
Well, we're putting rocks and stones now. Stones and circles.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And to you. The same.
It's like all these random things. But it's just like, okay, go outside, do the thing you need to do now. Go have fun. Or whatever it is.
Let me through. It won't
I
let me
guess-
move when he's walking like an old man.
It says,
Oh. Oh. There are other hollows.
yeah. It says that... Shit, what does it say? If the stone blinks, it's in the right place.
God,
I
I
don't
would
know
have.
what that means, but
If it's interactable. Oh, hello! Thank you for the follow, Amy Chippy. I wish every other puzzle worked like that.
yeah, I try to keep him on track. I do my best.
We've done a good job of like when we are a little confused. We cheat.
Yeah.
And like it's a point and click adventure game from 1999. I would be here absolutely forever if we didn't cheat. What's gone wrong, April?
Looks like something's blocking the dragon's mouth from opening up completely.
Oh my
What's blocking the dragon's mouth? Let's toot for the boy! Crow can do it. Crow's my man.
Don't tell me. You need help with something you can't get to.
Nice to see you too. Why so cynical?
Because it seems like the only times you call me is when you need me to do something. It's never to say, "Hello, Crow, what have you been up to?" Or, "Hey, just wanted to let you know how much I love you."
Yeah,
Sorry. There's just so much on my mind.
I watched some of my favorite YouTubers play this game series.
I'm your friend.
And I really, really liked
Whatever
it.
you need me to do, babe,
And I was like, I want to play something with Venti. Ugh, let's play this really long 3-game series. Throw Crow at the dragon.
Preventing that stone dragon's mouth from
I
opening
just want to say, Crow's full of it because we have tried to flute it a few times. And he didn't come. Just, you know.
Yeah.
Is he
I
gonna
was.
get laser beamed?
I did want to say hi to him. I love him.
Yeah. I see what's wrong here. When was the last time they
that's
cleaned this
pigeon
thing?
poop?
There's
I thought it
pigeon
was just
there's pigeon crap all over it. Some of it's so old it's almost petrified.
This is the first game.
Heck it.
It's
no.
The Longest Journey.
Disgusting. Nobody told
And then
me I was gonna be
Dreamfall, The Longest Journey.
Crow?
And then Dreamfall Chapters. Don't make him touch pigeon poop. This poor man.
Yep, that's what I thought was gonna happen. That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, Chapters is the last one.
Wow. Look at it go.
And while I love April, the protagonist of the last two, Zoe Castillo, is so much better. Zoe's so much better. Okay. Oh, my cat's awake.
Eve, good morning.
Hello, Eve. Can you lay down? Can you lay down so I can see the screen?
I would demand an Eve toggle, but I am not gonna spend my points on something that will cause you pain to go click. That's what the community challenge is for.
Oh,
hey
gosh.
guys, if you haven't donated your points, donate your points to the community challenge where we get to torture him. Please and thank you.
Not without taking a dive into the water, I won't.
It's not that deep. Oh, fucking God, April.
She is a piece of work.
Just a baby. Yeah, my cat was nasty all morning. She was rude. She was biting me. She was running to and fro. And so she took a nap. And now she's awake again.
It was a busy morning.
Yeah.
She had a lot to do.
Yes?
Do you know why the drainage wheel is stuck?
Yeah, Cat.
Thank you, Cat.
Yes, of course it is. We keep the sluices locked.
The
so that the pool
sluices?
is not drained by accident.
Could you unlock it for me?
Certainly. But why?
Oh, big
Because I need
yawn.
to drain the pool.
You know, I went on a giant journey, got 4 pieces of this magical circle that's gonna help me save the world, but that we've talked about many times. No big deal.
Yeah, I need the spare key to the Guardian's realm, bitch. Did he do it? Can
I think he unlocked it.
I go down? Okay, yeah. I thought he'd like come back and go like, I did it.
No, he just had to go off screen.
He's gone forever. Okay, that water was a lot deeper than I thought it was. Never mind.
She's still taller than it though, isn't she?
Yeah, and it was fucking floating. We did it. You did. Oh, I can't put it in there yet. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Where do we put it?
We need the other jewels from the other dragons, don't we?
Yeah.
The dragon's mouth is pointing straight down at the middle of...
I'm so mad you can't steal things. Huh.
It's an army heading this way.
They're completely unanimated.
Yep.
Shift when you need one. I'm in real trouble here.
MOBAs.
Yeah, it's looking like I'm gonna play a MOBA.
It's not working. I'm just gonna have to hide out. Oh!
Oh, hey.
We
yeah,
did it.
we want to go back. We want to go back 100%. We want to go back to where there's a bunch of people trying to kill us.
Oh, these are different people.
Saved by the bell.
Oh!
Again.
Oh, it's
This is what I
literally a
meant.
fucking Mayrim.
Except my powers only work when I'm scared or silly.
You're right.
That's the second
Oh,
time
I
I've
was
opened a
dreaming
shift by
about
instinct
them.
alone when I've been in mortal danger. The frustrating thing is,
I'm
still
like
don't
the
know how to do
Hulk.
it when I'm not scared. Wait, didn't the old lady say I should use what I do best to focus my talents? Is running away really what I do best? Come to think of it, why did the shift dump me here? Wasn't even thinking about the studio.
You were running away from your parents to become an artist. Hi, BP!
So now we do art question mark? Like we did
Some
at the
books on
beginning?
color, composition, and duck hunting?
Maybe.
Beep, beep.
Oh, yep.
I'm way past finger painting.
I
need a paintbrush.
literally... I just... That...
You
Wait.
gotta use the palette on the painting.
Oh, my fucking god.
Because that's how this game works sometimes.
It's a...
Lady Elvane,
It's a
was it?
Mayrim.
She said something about using my craft to focus my powers. To learn how to open a shift.
It's
Well,
a...
I guess it's worth
It's like a mermaid thing from the other world that we... No! Emma made that!
Oh, yeah.
Emma made the Mayrim sculpture.
Oh, hey.
my own. I did.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Oh,
Hi, Mom.
Mother. What's wrong with you?
She's fighting off the chaos.
What's happening to you, Mother?
Scratch, April. Scratch my nose, April.
But you can't die. You're the Mother, the White Dragon. You're eternal.
Oh, sorry.
The mother
Touch
is
me, April.
but I
Ah.
It is time for the new to replace the old.
Yeah, she's got
for
a
the
baby.
seed to grow into a flower, and for the withered and the gray to turn to dust and pass on into the ages.
Help me understand, please.
Take my blue eye.
And pets my
Crystal.
cat.
You
And
need
pets
it.
my cat.
But I can't.
Take it. Quickly.
I'm trying to annoy her so much that she leaves. With love. No! Mom!
Please don't go.
Well, we got the other dragon there.
Yeah.
The war with chaos has taken its toll on me.
Taken
I
its
wish
toll
I could have
on
seen
me.
my children grow up.
He said goodbye.
When will the egg hatch?
Too many times
Let
before.
them die and turn to dust. Be here, then, to witness the new mother.
Oh.
I promise.
Be who you are, April. Do not be afraid of
Stop getting into the trash.
Who am I?
my daughter. My own daughter.
Oh.
She's very pretty.
I'm not gonna cry at the cutscene of a dragon dying in a very old point-and-click adventure game. She loved us. She was taking care of us.
There she goes.
Baby.
Wait, is that what Emma was
Be who
sculpting?
you are. Sister? Sister.
Maybe it was like the same fucking model as the Mayrum, but maybe.
I can do it now.
Because remember when it came to life, it was a dragon.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Ironic as it may be, though, I think I've done all I can do in Arcadia. I have the 2 Arcadian dragons,
No.
the disc, and a star map.
I don't want to be
Now I need
in
to find
Stark.
the guardian, the 2 missing jewels, and somebody who can help me decipher the
Sucks
star map.
here.
And I have to look for those
Well, we
things
gotta
here in
rescue the
Stark.
guardian. This is where he is, because everyone's in the evil world.
Oh, whoops.
The science
I look
world.
like a real sailor.
No.
Grr, mate.
I hate her so much. We haven't changed outfits, and she just keeps saying that they look different.
Maybe she's like feeling up to it, you know?
Wait, I want to see if I can talk to the kid. Nope.
So we can't go home. I swear that the other guy sold us out, but I don't know.
No, I'm gonna go see him.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, yo, what up, baby?"
We gotta
You know
do
how
something
you
with
said
that
if there
car.
was no one else?
We'll see what we can get done today. If we're like really, really close to the end at 3, I'd be fine with finishing it.
Bites.
Yeah. Yeah, I can take a peek at how close we are in an hour and a half.
Because, like, what feels like not a lot left to do in this game is
Where
probably
there's
a lot.
ventilation, there's life.
Yeah, and it
It's
can
an
be
industrial
short,
strength
but
paint
how
shaker.
complicated it is, or how
Even if I
like
could somehow
how much
squeeze
it
through
talks,
that hole, there's just no way I'm gonna risk getting stuck.
It sucks. It can suck. It can take a really long time to do like 3 things.
Yeah. Hello, cat. You want to climb the chair? Okay.
There he is.
Sorry I'm late.
Whoa! It's the fake ID girl. Hold on.
Yeah. It's likely to be one more stream. And then we move on to the next one. Or take a break and do something else.
Yeah, a week.
Yeah, it was a week. It's fine.
What's the trouble? What's the fucking trouble? The trouble is, baby, this thing's hot. It sizzles, man. They catch me with this shit on my hands, they give me 20 at least.
Like you wouldn't get twice that for any of the stuff you have in here.
Yeah, but that's mine, man. Mine. My problem. This here is yours.
I get it.
Shit.
I get it.
I don't want it anymore. What up?
That's all.
Okay. We can sneak into the religious area of the city. As much as I don't want to do that. If I keep yawning, I might take like 5 minutes to make an espresso.
Hey.
I got up pretty early.
Sometimes all you need is a little bit of coffee.
Yeah, I had only matcha for my caffeine yesterday, and it worked fine. But we streamed much later.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk our way into the metro circle, and I'll make an espresso real quick.
It's a police officer. It's a police officer.
Okay, can I enter the elevator button?
Why is he just okay with you now?
I think the gate scans. Oh, look at this guy! Look at this
Before
dude!
they yelled at you for trying to get in, didn't they? Oh, fake ID. Right. Never mind. I'm stupid. We have a fake ID.
Tubes. What are the tubes?
Oh. He has a weed shirt.
Oh, I thought this was like some kind of goblin, but it's a woman.
No, it's just a lady.
I was like, a goblin in Stark? Fuck yeah.
Why do they have her wearing that?
Looks like a fucking Jack Frost from Shin Megami Tensei.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you today?
Oh god. Your customer service voice.
Fantastic. And you? I am just fine, ma'am. Thanks for asking.
Well, isn't that just peachy?
I guess. How may I help you today, ma'am?
That's all.
Thank you, ma'am.
This goth lady's been walking around everywhere. I don't think I need to be at the tubes yet. I need like a place with music in it, so I can just go to the BRB screen.
Play some music and...
I can't believe they wouldn't let me on the shuttle
And I
just
can
because
shut
my
up.
clothes stink and I look like a bum. I mean, considering what I've been through in this outfit, I'm surprised I look as presentable as I do.
Okay, I guess we're going to a clothing store. Oh, well, there's music in the clothing
They
store.
got the coolest clothes in that store. The coolest I could definitely do with a change of clothes. And so what if this store's way out of my league? After what I've been through, I deserve to splurge a little.
Oh.
I look good, I feel good. Thank God they had a thermal shower in there. I needed a proper disinfection and delousing.
We got deloused?
We got fucking deloused. We were so nasty.
Oh god. Okay. I'll be right back in like 3 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna find something to play.
Okay.
There you go. Some Animal Crossing. I'm gonna make an espresso. I'll be right back. Kiss.
Yes.
There we are. Bup, 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 bup.
Ah.
Gaming. Video game. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the stream ended. You set it up for me again.
Well. Why aren't you on my screen?
Where did I go?
Where did you go? Wait a second.
Hang on, maybe
Oh,
if I...
Oh. You're here. Yeah. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I just left and came back.
Oh. Oh.
I was just muted, so I could like talk to the cats and not be heard.
Oh, sometimes muting for like a certain amount of time will like pull you off of the screen with the way that we do.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I think it's just Discord like saving memory or something. Oh, well, would you like me to be Eve for a little bit?
To be Eve or have?
Oh, I can do both. When you said Eve toggle, my brain was like, oh, Eve model.
Oh no, the plushie.
Oh, yeah. Let's have a plushie for a little bit.
I'll give my points. I'll throw my points in. Hang on.
I also need to...
Bam. 500 points. It's nothing.
You're so rich. Oh, whoops.
I'm significantly less rich because I used my
Come on.
my points for a Chibi redeem.
That was weird. It really didn't want to make that decision. Okay. Oh, whoops.
You're so chubby. I love her.
I need to make the rest of her bows.
Yes.
Oh. Ah, there we are.
So how do these people not know who we are, but the other people do?
I don't know. Can we speak?
Officer?
Yes, ma'am?
Can you direct me to the MTI building?
Certainly. See that huge, massive, towering building over there?
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks.
You're
You're
so
welcome, ma'am.
passive-aggressive even with their direction. You see the biggest building that's here that no other building would ever want to be bigger than.
Wow.
You know, the
It's a full
giant
Roman palace.
Hulk in one.
How very Las Vegas.
Okay.
Hi there, Jerry.
Gerald, do you
Oh.
have an appointment?
Gerald.
Oh yeah, I have a bunch of toggles, I have a bunch of models, because I'm feral.
True.
I'm visiting a friend of mine.
Oh, really? Then your name would be in my appointment diary, yes?
I don't know. I don't really have an appointment.
Man is nasty.
You don't say. And do you really have a friend in the building?
No.
Wow.
Then I
Why are we
suggest you
telling
turn
the
around and
truth?
Walk out of here, miss. This is a private building.
Can I bribe you?
Can I bribe you?
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, we bought a new outfit for April, because they wouldn't let her onto the elevators, stinking like someone who's been wearing fantasy clothes for 4 days.
How do I call the elevator?
You do not, miss.
All right.
No, you misunderstand. I call it. You are...
You were homesick the day they taught diplomacy, weren't you, Jerry?
Gerald.
Gerald.
Thank you very much, Jerry.
Gerald.
Hi, Cher.
And if you do not leave, miss,
How you doing?
I'll be forced to call the police.
I just need to get him away from the desk. What do I have? I do not have a lot of shit. I'm doing good. I just made and downed an espresso. So hopefully I will put some pep in my step.
Scary. I believe that circle with a big X through it is supposed to represent the destruction of the balance. These guys don't get around.
Damn.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to guide you again, because
yeah, that's
this
fine.
is so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Go back to the shop, the clothing shop area.
Oh, fine. We're so close. We're so close. I can taste the balance.
Okay, there's a trash can here.
Yeah, there is. Oh, wait. Pizza machine. Sorry, give me a moment.
It's a bingo instant pizza machine. I never liked those things. They taste like artificially flavored cardboard boiled in grease.
But instant pizza.
I am sorry, but this bingo instant pizza maker has been shut down by order of the Newport Department of Biological Warfare.
About time, too.
If you or anyone in your immediate family has enjoyed a delicious bingo instant pizza recently, please report to an area hospital as soon as possible.
It's a garbage
Have a nice
bin.
day.
Yeah, April, it's a garbage bin. Okay. Is there a different garbage bin?
It just says there is something in a wastebasket that you need.
It's a garbage bin.
Is there a different wastebasket?
Is it in the tubes? Maybe?
It says you're supposed to get a pizza box.
Oh, it should... Wait. Let me check the tubes really quick.
Yeah, it says... you were rejected because of your clothing. Going to the shop to the left. Is it in the shop?
It wouldn't...
Can you go in the shop?
No, it just kind of like... pops me in.
Yeah, it just says...
Oh my... Do I have to pretend to be a pizza delivery person?
I think that's where this is going.
Oh my god.
But, yeah, it just says go left, enter the elevator. You rejected because of your clothing. Go into the shop, get some new clothes, take the pizza box from the wastebasket.
But this bingo instant pizza maker has been shut down by order of
Eve,
the Newport
don't
Department
grab
of
that.
Biological
I love you, though.
Warfare. If you or anyone in your immediate family has enjoyed a delicious
It's an
bingo
instant
instant
pizza
pizza
machine.
recently, please
It's a
report to an
garbage bin.
area hospital as soon as possible. Have a nice day.
Need a pizza box from somewhere. There's a wastebasket somewhere
It's a
that has a
garbage bin.
pizza box you need.
Is it a wastebasket? Or is it a garbage bin?
It says wastebasket.
One would assume it's the wastebasket directly next to the pizza machine that has the pizza box in it.
Yeah, that's
I am sorry, but this bingo instant pizza maker has been shut down by order of the new. If you were
Go back down the elevator.
Yeah, you schmooze look arounds while I figure this out.
There's a garbage bin over here. That I can't interact with.
I can literally feel the price of this outfit. Nice.
Sorry,
yeah,
am I
in
tracking?
this guide,
It's gonna be a little weird.
In this guide, when you go up the elevator, a guy throws away his trash in the wastebasket. It's just sitting up there. So you're gonna be there if you go back up.
Maybe. Maybe it
There's,
doesn't
like, a
play
little
the
animation.
first time. Sometimes you do have to like come and go.
He's just kind of like it's like a kid, and for them it was the first time they came up because they're still in their old clothes. It's like a kid runs up the thing. What the fuck? Peculiar. He just runs up and spikes the garbage, you know?
I would really love to not be soft locked, you know?
It's a garbage bin. It's an instant pizza machine.
Oh! Someone says, okay, I had to go onto a forum. Somebody said that you might have to talk to Jerry about being a delivery person first, and then he throws it away. God, this sucks.
Fucking Jerry!
1999 point-click adventure game, baby!
This cat is so cute. She's laying directly in front of my monitor. But like, just low enough that I can see everything. And I give her pets.
Hi again.
Gerald.
What floor?
We do not have.
Do you have it?
I am not about.
Good for you, Jerry.
Gerald.
Gerald. I didn't want to ask, can I bribe you? Because I knew he'd said no.
I'm sorry.
I'm not rich enough to bribe anyone.
Pay you to let me.
For goodness sake, man.
I'm sure even a stand.
Gerald. And no.
Thanks, Jerry.
There's something else that you have to do.
Oh?
If you had not done it yet, did we ever show
Hi again.
the star map to Flipper?
Who the fuck is that?
Flipper? The guy with the wheelchair.
Oh my god, no. Okay, my farm fair is here. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
It's far away.
Yeah, if I was paying attention to the guide, I would have seen up there way before that.
But this has
Talk
nothing to do
Flipper.
with it.
Yeah, it says get the fake ID and then talk to him and give him the star map. Which I don't know why he fucking needs it. What? What is the point? Why does he need the fucking star map? What does he need that for, huh? What's the point? Jesus.
An egg broke in my farm share.
Oh, not the egg. Not a little Sunny.
It's dripping.
No!
There's only one. There is raw egg on my floor.
I'm sorry about the egg on your floor. Easy. Then Phantom. Yo, Jennifer, he was just 14 when his parents built a very strange machine that was designed to clear the world unseen. Gonna catch them all.
We watched Danny Phantom.
I mean, we can watch Danny Phantom and play Minecraft later.
Fuck yeah! Oh wait, no, we have to watch Crime Scene Kitchen and play Minecraft.
Oh, fuck yeah, crimes! I am so excited about that. Like, you were like, oh, apparently they didn't make it. I'm like, but what? I love shitty. I literally fell asleep last night watching this fucking makeup show that's on Netflix. That's like top makeup star. And then when I came back down and I was working on stuff, I was watching fucking like basically Project Makeover House Edition stuff, but like a competition for decorating.
Have you ever watched Skin Wars?
Yes, I love Skid Wars. There's a character there that literally like is my mom. Like is my mom.
I just really like the dude that was like a knockoff Guy Fieri.
Yeah, he was so good. And he was so nice. Like, oh, that was.
He was so nice, and he had fucking Sasuke hair.
It was the girl that he was up against is the one that's like my mom. That is
Oh,
just my mom.
I get that.
Yeah, like it's literally if I went back in time and like met my mom in college, that was her. That was literally her.
I'm sorry, Flipper. I'm sorry.
Flipper.
I'll be right up. What up?
That's all.
Oh. I hate doing this to him. I feel so bad. Okay.
Any chance of you deciphering this?
I love how they have so many like soft locks like this, where like you need to do something before they let you do a completely unrelated thing, and we've just kind of like accidentally done everything, you know?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
It was a gift.
You steal this? That's hot.
Cross based on the position
Crimes?
of the stars.
I like that idea.
Shouldn't be a problem as long as this thing's accurate. I'll just do some chem trace tests.
Fat ass and some fucking theft.
Of the constellations and calculate the. Yeah, sure.
And what's it gonna cost me?
This time, you still got credit from the AG unit you gave me. Works like
Right.
a fucking charm. I'll tell you, baby, it's hot. I can float like the wind. Tuts. Even with two people on at the same time. Oh yeah.
What?
Get it! Get it, Flipper! You get it, guy! You deserve it!
Where, how would he even get it?
It must, like, the like, inner ring must, like, open or something so he can get out. It's so he doesn't, like, fall out when it tips. Like, it must open so he can...
Legs. He lost, like, his lower half.
He's obviously got a dick, though, bud. Come on.
What if he's ripped out literally from the part we see?
Or maybe he's just doing some heavy kissing. I don't care. He's having fun.
He just choked on my water.
Did he tell me the info? Or did he tell me to come back? I don't remember.
The guy just says give it to him and then you're good to keep going. So I'm guessing
Oh,
you
I
did
fucked
what
up.
you needed
to.
I'm just gonna tell him no. Sorry, Flipper.
What up?
Oh,
that's all.
Just trying to eat my Monstera again. Ooh, I'm gonna water my Monstera while I wait for me to run across.
Just send me pieces of your monster. In the mail.
I can send you cuttings of my Hoya.
Is that illegal? Is it illegal to send plants in the mail?
No, that's how I got my Hoya.
For some reason I thought about like when sometimes when you cross borders across states, they have to check your car for invasive plants.
Yeah, certain plants, definitely. Especially in, like, California.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to grow, Oh, I forgot that I spawned over there, and I was like, where's my character? You can't grow currants here. And so, like, if I got like a currant tree... Can I go downstairs, please? Okay. I would get in trouble. But I'm pretty sure all of the people that I, like, watch, my plant tutorials from live around where you do, so... I can look it up. I think it would be cute if we had Hoyas that were siblings.
I could put it up on my shelf. And
Yeah.
then be having the same struggles you are, because our cats would absolutely try and kill it all the time.
Yeah, it's a Hoya pubicalis. And it's like it's almost a succulent. There he is! Old man child!
Yep, there he is!
There we go. We did it.
Oh, they're really pretty flowers, though.
Yeah, mine hasn't flowered yet, but it is pretty young. But, I took some cuttings that are, like, ready to be planted.
Yeah.
It's really fucking hardy. And they get these, like, silver speckles on the leaves that, like, touch the sun. And this plant does some silly shit to get more sun. Like, some of the leaves are, like, twisted because it's trying to press up against my window. And it's just not quite how it grew.
I think some of my favorite things, like, when I see videos and stuff of plants, are people who have really dramatic plants where, like, they'll forget to water them for, like, half an hour and they'll be completely wilted, and then they just put a video of it perking up immediately after.
Yeah, the Hoya does not care. Like, it'll like press up against the window when it's bright out, and then at night the tendrils will like kind of droop like over the bed, like threatening to touch my face when I get up to use the bathroom.
It's asking where the sunlight went.
Yeah. I do have a sun lamp. Just in case I want to like grow another one in a shittier room.
Thanks,
Okay.
Ugh, no.
Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to try and eat the pizza box. Why am I walking around? This is weird.
Got a pizza delivery for Mr. McAllen.
Oh,
why?
Arena's attacking the bats on your overlay on my monitor.
Weren't you in here before?
Yes!
Me? No.
She was looking real close, and I thought she was looking at your mouse cursor, but she's attacking
I ain't
the
been
bats.
up here before. Nice hood, clean pavements, good.
I could have sworn.
No can do, guy. This has got to be delivered.
I can't very well.
Okay.
He's waiting for them to come back.
What the fuck? These are heads. These are people.
Wait, what?
Oh. I think they look like heads.
Papers. That's my name. And my address. Obviously.
Yeah, bud. They sent the cops to your house. Of course they were tracking you.
Uh-oh.
I probably should have looked at the other stuff first.
You were the last person I'd expect to find here, Shifter. I've spent an obscene amount of money and resources tracking you down. Since before we knew your name, before you even came to Newport. And then you simply walk into my lap like a mouse into a great big trap, looking for the cheese, I'd imagine.
How are you talking like this?
Guardian. He's not here, I'm sorry to say. He's being held elsewhere, awaiting your directions. You do have them, yes. The directions to the Guardian's realm.
Sorry, but I never managed to find the entrance to the Guardian's realm.
Pity, really. And I thought you'd done so well on your journey across Arcadia. At least you have the disc and the 2 jewels I'm missing in your possession. So...
Oh, that's why we're so close to the end. He has everything else.
I thought I might have to go pick them up.
I have friends.
Oh, you do? You do. The very best friends, too. Don't make me laugh, girl. Did you really expect your good buddy Cortez to tell you the truth? Or to come to your rescue like a...
No, I don't expect anything from Cortez. I already know he's dead.
Yeah.
Tobias.
Selfish reasons, like not destroying the world.
All your friends. They've been using you for their own selfish reasons. They're no different from me, Shifter. No
I don't know, man. You got a man in a bubble behind you.
The difference is that they care about people.
Care? Care about what? I care about people. I have no intention of destroying mankind or enslaving it. I just want to open the borders to allow mankind to fulfill its true...
You're a capitalist. You would never open the borders.
Sentinel. They are the ones who wish to keep the truths now. You have been kept from the truth. Now, give me the disc and the jewels.
See, it's like, oh, we can make the world a better place if we merge the worlds. It's like, well, I've already seen what you did with this world. I don't want to fucking see what you do when you get both of them.
Yeah.
That's the thing about bad guys.
I'll have that information too, very soon.
I'm not giving you anything.
Where are we even keeping everything?
In this building,
In a titty
I
pot.
run this city. What are you going to do? Round up a mob of your friends? Forget about shifting as well. There are magical barriers against that in this.
Guess what? I got
Alright, I give up. Here's the disc.
a fucking potion of binding. I still got magic, beach. I can shift. Oh.
You see? I wasn't lying to you, unlike some of your accomplices.
Fine. Who the hell cares anyway? I'm exhausted and maybe you're no different from the Sentinel.
Let me guess. This very well. I'm all for a satisfying denouement. What now? I have the Guardian, I have the disc, and the jewels, the key to the tower. And soon, if you play along like a nice little girl, I'll know where the gateway is.
So you don't need me anymore?
Apparently not. I thought I might, so I decided not to kill you. But now that I have the Guardian himself, your role in this game is up. After you tell me what...
If we're the new Guardian, who says whether he has all of his powers or not? Ow, don't bite me.
Yes, bite Eve, bite.
I got
bite,
bit.
Do me
bite.
no harm, and I'm not a cruel man. Not unusually so, at any
She want bite. She want to taste my palm delight. You wanna yell one more time? No, you're done. Okay. Oh, she threw my mouse.
What happened to Cortez?
Cortez.
Hi,
I
Seth.
had Gordon take care of him. He was just interfering too much for his own sake. There are rules, and he broke them. He brought you into... He broke the rules.
What will you do once you open the...
Gordon Alloway will take the Guardian's place in the tower, and he will rule...
So, this is a...
When you put it like that, I get...
What's the point? You're like, what?
I'll be around a lot.
Apparently not. How did you get the other...
I've had one of them for ages. The other came in...
Why didn't you go look for the jewels and the
I would have. But the Tyran have proved a valuable addition to my disciples. And with their help,
we accidentally walked directly into the hands of the bad guy.
But still, locating the stones would... Now, I may be a charismatic man, but I doubt they would have told... No. They were waiting. As for the jewels, the white and the blue... But time is ticking.
Oh my god. Stop telling me things.
What do you think?
What is it?
This is the end result of the centuries of work and research the Vanguard have done. A breeding...
Yeah, I think we're gonna find whatever he's using to stop magic and use our, like, binding potion on it, and then we grab the stones and shift.
Does it matter what I think?
No. I'm just trying to be polite. Now, give me
But we're past polite.
the jewels. And don't try anything this time. I might have to hurt you myself. I will ask this one last time, because I am a patient man. Where is the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
Up your butt.
Have you checked your butthole?
And I'll say this one final time because I'm a patient woman. Go screw yourself.
Fuck yeah.
That's all I needed to know. I'll leave you alone here.
You're gonna leave me alone in your weird lab? In your weird magic lab?
You'll be a lot more cooperative.
I'm gonna press all of the buttons, sir. All of them. I'm gonna throw potions everywhere. I don't think you understand.
Elevator locked. How about that exit closed?
What?
How about that exit?
Huh? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Excuse me?
Mutant Freak is what it's called.
Crow? Crow, come to fucking start.
Please.
She's
music's still scary.
Ah!
Oh.
He knows how to use doors.
Okay.
He could be kind of nice.
I can't move.
Stairs.
Oh, this wasn't such a good idea.
Jump.
Hey, you want to try discussing things over a hot cup of mocha
He
instead of all
stopped
this
to
killing April
listen.
business?
Okay.
It's not. Well, help!
Oh. Seth, please don't hit on the monster.
What's happening? What was that?
I don't know.
What is going on? Huh? What?
What the fuck was that?
Excuse me.
Careful in the future, no?
Where have you been?
What? Were you worried?
Yeah.
Yes.
He kept
No,
saying
I mean,
that you were
first of all,
dead.
You were, you know, dead.
So
He
you
did
care
say
about
he
me.
wasn't specifically
Ave
dead.
Maria
He said
Purísima.
disposed of.
What am I going
We
to do
took
now
care
without
of
me
him,
telling
and
you
then
to
we
get lost?
disposed. Look, I'm just saying my man has Suhas slung over his shoulder. That was his belly button! It was his umbilical cord!
Perdóname. Forgive me, señorita.
Yo, Shotty got an umbilical cord.
When I finally managed to escape from prison last night, I began looking for you. You left an interesting trail, I must say.
What do you mean?
For one, the border house, most of Venice for that matter, was under guard. There seemed to be some question as to how you managed to escape the Vanguard agents.
Magic.
So I thought. You've been picking up a few pointers in Arcadia.
I'm turning into quite the Girl Scout. It's amazing how resourceful you can be when you're in a bind.
I see. I've noticed.
Have you told me everything I should know, Cortez?
Blech.
About this? About everything that's happened to me in the past?
I've told you all I can tell you.
Yeah, sure.
Jacob McCallan?
He was. He released that...
Ay, Dios mío. We must get you away from here.
Why, if it isn't a family reunion.
I could smell your hand in this, brother. The Vanguard. Was this the extent of your originality? If you had to meddle in the affairs of mortals...
Are they dragons?
Show a little subtlety.
He seized the dragon and bound him.
They're dragons!
Free at last, brother?
They're the Dre people?
They're the I don't remember the two colors are supposed to, the red and green ones.
Oh.
The balance must not have dealt you and yours with the best of hands.
Because they're like ethereal beings that can take whatever form they want.
Scales will topple, and the old
And he said that he had the jewel for ages.
The age of dragons is imminent, whether you join us or not.
Join you? You symbolize all that I despise. You hate and fear these mortals so much, you bring on chaos to destroy them, but you will only succeed in destroying yourself. Our time will come eventually, but not by your doing.
Are these worlds of mortals so important to you that you forget who you are?
I never forgot who I am. That crime is yours alone, brother.
What's this? There is
April's not even looking at them.
your blood of my blood.
He's just like, oh, clouds are pretty up here.
You are immortal dragon, and our destinies weigh the scales of the universe.
Where do you get all those cliches, kin to my kin? Doesn't it ever bother you that you sound like a badly written play?
No. I will not miss your sarcasm, brother. It always felt a little strained. Tabas!
Kinda looks like they're trying to kiss.
Well. God. Well.
Oh, dragon fighting.
Cortez! Cortez's watch stopped. Oh God, his heart. That's what Brian said Cortez called it. His heart. His heart has stopped. Cortez is dead. I can't believe that. It doesn't make sense because he's gone. They all died. God damn. I can't. Everybody
We've spoken to
I love
him like
dies.
4 times.
Everybody I love.
Does a fall like that kill dragons? Okay.
I love that that's her initial thought.
Retrieve the disc and the jewels from the safe. Okay.
I can't leave without retrieving the disc and the jewels.
Okay.
Where are
Unlock
they?
containment
Are they
chamber?
in the computer? Oh.
Yeah, he put them in this thing. Come on. Ba-bam! Now let's go to space. I want to see.
What is that? It looks... I guess the Vanguard are growing these creatures for a purpose. I don't know what they're growing in these tanks, but...
I hate the idea of him like... This is his apartment.
Yeah.
It's an amazing view. I can see clear across the city.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Let's go see Flipper. We're gonna act like this is normal.
Hotel took you so long. Excuse me.
Screw
you, you, Jerry. Oh.
I can insult whoever I want. I'm about to get locked in a tower for 1,000 years.
I love the repetitive honking.
Huh?
There's like a whenever you change scenes, there's this honk that goes bum bum, and it's always there.
Yeah, it makes me sit for so long at that elevator. Okay. Am I finally gonna get to push someone into that car? There has to be cops at Flipper's place that I push into the car, right? You can't give me a car that threatens to shock me and then not give me a thing to shock. Nobody's here!
Clipper!
You okay?
Oh my god, what happened to you?
They shot
No!
me. They took the fucking map.
Who?
I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to, but they promised me I'd walk again.
Oh.
Who did?
Halloway, the Vanguard. I had a deal with them. Then, when you come back, I sent word they wanted the map, information on it. They wanted you.
You sold me out to the Vanguard?
I'm so sorry. They threatened me with they said you can walk again or you can fucking die. Your choice.
If they were gonna threaten his life, why did they even, like, put fixing his legs on the table?
I'm gonna call the cops
Like,
and then...
No! No, don't. I'm dying. They would just put me in jail. Listen to me. April, the map, I deciphered it. They took it with them, everything. But I made a copy.
Aww.
What am I looking at?
I played with the map you gave me.
Why don't you just take it easy for a while?
They took it. See the flashing cross? Nothing about it in any data bank, but right next to it, there's a spaceport. The Morning Star.
oh, I forgot that, like, these are planetary colonies. It's very easy to go to space.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I was like, space? That's wild. We're not on Earth.
The Guardian? It's gotta be the Guardian.
Oh, shit. I'll be right back. Really quick, I'm getting a call from my dad.
Okay. No problem.
Okay. Sorry about that. That was a very important call. Hello. I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm the only chance we got.
Okay.
I know. Get him. Get up there.
Oh,
Morning
I forgot to
Star. Go to the
change.
Morning Star. Do what
Fuck
you
it.
have to do now.
Hi, Horatius! Hello!
I will.
I just got some very good news that I will probably share in more private channels.
Yeah.
Flipper.
See, Dad.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Thanks, Flipper.
He was cool. Well, I guess the game's almost over, so we wouldn't care about it too much longer anyway.
How do we go to space?
How else would you go to space? Where do we go to space? No, not the car.
What? I clicked on Seaport, not the car.
I saw your mouse kind of graze longingly over it, like, oh, if only.
I'm gonna be so fucking mad. This car is never gonna come up. It's a smoking gun. Yeah, I really liked Flipper. He was a really cool character.
He was. At first, it was kind of like, oh, I hate this man, and then as you like get friendly with him, you're like, oh no, he's okay.
Yeah,
good.
he's smarmy, but he's like really. It's the only thing. It's like for his own safety. He's been forced to be smarmy. I probably have to go to the Metro Circle, right? The Metro Circle probably has a fucking space. Maybe the tubes?
The tube.
A tube to space? I don't know.
That lady's got some clipping textures.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks like a space airport.
Space airport, where they take you anywhere you want in space.
Take me to
Be the Slave
space!
Train song, but I really fucked it up.
I love how there's absolutely no one here.
Welcome back, ma'am.
I'd like to register as a colonist.
Very good, ma'am.
I'm sure I...
yes, well, we'll do our best to find the...
Why not just call it...
Oh, no, ma'am, certainly not. Our colonist...
Whatever, I just need to get on a ship that'll take...
We do have a ship leaving this evening with colonists bound for Bokamba 8, and that does stop at the morning...
Sign me up for...
all right, ma'am. If you would just hand me your Newport... There. That's it, ma'am.
No baggage.
Nothing, ma'am? Well, you will. And I have to remind you that if you choose not to board your ship this evening, you will...
And a nice...
Okay.
Imprisonment. We did it.
Space!
So...
Go to the one place untouched by capitalism. Space!
Except in this world it is touched by capitalism.
It's incredibly touched by capitalism.
Let me check and see how much longer we got. Because if it's too long, this might be a nice pause point.
Yeah.
Everybody looks tired and lost.
Yeah, we'd probably go like an extra half hour if we did 2 extra chapters.
It might be a little bit longer than that.
Yeah. If it's... I'd say like 20 minutes, maybe, but...
I'm schmoozing through the guide to see. And it looks like it's a lot of back and forth stuff.
Yeah.
Doing things, back and forth stuff. Exposition.
Yeah, this feels like a good place. Yeah. It might be a shorter stream next week, or we do something else at the end, but I think this is a good spot.
Yeah. We made it to space.
We made it to space!
Well, space. I think we were technically in space already.
Well, I mean, we're on a planet. Let's go to my the shitty looking screen. Let's just, yeah, we'll just have some brick while I subtly see who is streaming.
Yeah. I don't know what we could do for the end of next stream if it's like, because it could either, it looks like it's one of those things where it can either be like 40 minutes or it could be like an hour and a half, but both of those are kind of short.
I am gonna toss you guys at B. Yeah. Who's doing some debut prep? I love B. I have a message from B that I think is probably debut related. Be nice. Tell her she's cute, because she is. And I'll see you guys. I think I'm streaming Friday. I'm either doing art or playing Trove, which is a shitty voxel MMO that I enjoy a little bit too much. Have fun!